Hello, everybody. I just wanted to pop in and share some jewels today on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about the truth of love spells and love magic. I get a lot of messages and a lot of requests for different ritual work. And one of the things that comes up often is love spells. People want me to do love spells for them. Now, those of you all that know me know that I'm not going to address a problem without offering a solution. Those of you that don't yet know me will learn that about me. But the truth about love spells is simply, really, they're not good. The reason why this is because for a lot of practitioners, a big thing is not tampering with a person's free will. So I want to do this love spell to make this person fall in love with me, so that we can be together, or I want to do this love spell to keep this person faithful to me. The very inconvenient truth about it is what you are basically asking me to do is make that person, your target, the victim of a soul tie to the wrong person. And in that situation, the wrong person is you. Now, I'm not saying that with any judgment or anything, but that's really just the truth about it, because at that point in time, you are tampering with somebody's free will. When you have to magic something like a relationship and bend somebody's will to you, that is etherically unethical. Different practitioners will have a different opinion or a different view on this, but that's mine. It's unethical because at this point you are tampering the free will of another person, and you are the wrong person. You're about to ask me to create a toxic soul tie, tether your souls together. And the funny thing about soul ties is they don't always end in death. Those soul ties carry over to a different lifetime. And now you just created unfinished business for a future lifetime, whether it's your immediate next one or one a few lifetimes away. If you have to magic a relationship, you don't need the relationship. It's simple. There's no magic to making a person love you other than being yourself. And you have to prepare for a blessing. So instead of, let me make this person fall in love with me, or can I do a spell to make this person not cheat on me and make them let them cheat. Because if they're a cheater and, infidelity is an issue for them, that's not a relationship that you need to be in. So why do you need to magic somebody else's free will so that they can keep it in their pants? No, please, by all means, let me know that you a hoe and you can't keep your genitals to yourself, and let me keep it pushing to somebody that will be faithful to me. Because you're attaching yourself to the wrong person, and you're asking me to attach that person to the wrong person. There's no magic for it. So all of these love spells and, no. You have to prepare yourself for a blessing. I'm going to give you a perfect example of how love spell can work out, because now you have something that's built on a foundation of something that's not real. So let's say you go on a date with somebody. You have a great first date. you guys have a couple of drinks and you know that you really didn't get shit-faced drunk, but at some point, you don't really remember everything, but you wake up safe and sound in your home, in your bed, you passed out on the couch in your clothes. That's fine. Let's fast forward to a couple of years later. You and this person are about to get married. Okay. Obviously, the first date went well. You went on multiple dates. You ended up developing this relationship that turned into a marriage proposal, and you guys are about to get married. And that person comes to you and says, this has really been bothering me, and I love you with all my heart, and we're about to get married, but I really need to come clean about something. Do you remember our first date? Yeah, I do, but I don't remember all of it, but I guess we had a good time. I woke up safe and sound in my house. Okay, so that last drink that we had at the bar, I slipped something in it. You were woozy. I got you home, laid you on the couch. You were passed out. I took care of my business. And, I redressed you to make it look like nothing happened. That's exactly what love spells do. When you tamper with somebody's free will, that is the equivalent of etheric rape. No reasonable person in that situation with their partner having just come clean about something, no reasonable person is going to proceed with this wedding. No, as a matter of fact, not only are we getting married, but let me take my earrings out. We getting ready to move some furniture, and then I'm getting ready to call the police and tell them why I beat your ass and you're unconscious on my floor. And then you can explain to them how you date raped me, and both of us can go to jail today, but you're going to stop at the hospital first. It's the same principle. It really is. Now, banishing, binding, and protecting yourself from somebody, that is different because that is defensive. But when you're hijacking somebody's free will to make them fall in love with you, like that's let's be very clear. I'm gonna be and it's no sugar to put on this. So you're creating a toxic soul tie. I want to keep him faithful. No, because that person might be faithful, but what if the side effects of them not being able to cheat because now you've hijacked their free will, and there's an energy that they need to express outside of you and they can't, so that can in turn cause a resentment in this person towards you, and they don't know where it's coming from. So they're cheating, but now they're arguing and treating you like shit every other day. Not saying that cheating is wrong, but I'm a reader. I have a lot of very upfront, real, raw conversations with people without judgment, and 99.99% of people, they cheat because it's something that they're not getting from their partner. So if they can't go find whatever, and they are expressing it poorly, and no, I'm not condoning cheating because it's never right to harm somebody. When you cheat on somebody, you hurt them. It's never wrong, but there's always a why behind it, their why, even if you don't understand the why. So what if you have a "let me keep you here" spell, and that breeds something else, and that creates a bigger problem in your relationship that, cheating now compared to what you're dealing with now, this person is angry at you, picking fights with you all day, and hauled off and bust you in the mouth, and that energy turned and festered into something else. There's no magic to it. Now, if you want to find your mate or your soulmate, this term is flying around a little loosely, but that is a whole other video. Because the truth of the matter is sometimes your soulmate is actually not even incarnated in the same life as you. Not to say that there's not somebody for you, but it might not be your absolute other half. You could be attracting somebody that's in your soul tribe. Like I said, that's at least 2 to 3 videos in and of itself. But instead of doing magic to make a person fall in love with you, why don't you ask somebody to help you to develop a self-care ritual so that you can align yourself to the actual love that you want? Because let's be very clear, we all can have emotional baggage, and you can find the person that is the absolute best thing for you, and you can mess it up by having some unhealed trauma and some unaddressed insecurities. You could actually have the person that's for you and fuck it up because you didn't do your self-work first. Let's say you are very insecure because the last person that you were with, they cheated on you. You find this person, they're really nice, they hit all of these marks, you know, they're a great person, but this insecurity in you has you checking this person's phone when they're in the shower or when they're asleep. I know for me personally, insecurity is very unattractive to me. And the minute you start going through my stuff, I don't have anything to hide, but it's the principle of it. You're invading my privacy and going through my phone because you have an insecurity that you have not dealt with. Throw the whole relationship away because you got some work that you need to go and do in yourself, because I'm not dealing with it. My tolerance, this is the amount of tolerance I got for that childish bullshit. Nobody over the age of 17 years old needs to be going through another grown person's phones, emails, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, twatter, whatever. Anybody, that's high school. That's high school juvenile shit. So, you know, okay, my last relationship, that person cheated on me, you know, or I was in an abusive relationship, whatever. Sit with yourself for a second and be very open and honest with yourself about all of your past relationships, and take accountability for your part in whatever, because let's be very clear, you attract everything that comes into your life, good, bad, or indifferent. So if you want to find a pure love and you want to find a true love, you need to begin doing things to align your energy with the type of love that you want and that you desire. And it's going to take a lot of work. And not only for a mate, but anything that you're asking for the Creator to bless you with. You have to prepare for a blessing. I remember my daughter, she was really into Monster High when she was younger, and she wanted the Monster High school. It was like a big school, like kind of like a dollhouse or whatever. And she asked me for it, and she's like, "Mommy, can I have that?" She rewound on her TV to show me the commercial of what she wanted. I said, "Baby, you know, you're asking me for this thing. I've already looked into it because I kind of like Monster High too. I actually enjoy playing with her dolls with her. But this thing was $120. And I said, baby, you know, you're asking me for this thing and it, you know, costs quite a bit. That's not your problem. But you're asking me for something that cost me $120. The money is not the issue. Mommy got it. You can have whatever you like. But look at your room and look at how you treat the $10 dolls. Like Frankie's arm is over here. Like Claudine, half of her clothes are off. You know, your room is trashed right now. So you want me to buy you this large, expensive toy. Where is it going to go in this mess of a room that you have? And when you do clean your room, I'm like, look under this bed. You've put everything under the bed. Look in your closet. Your toy box is all messed up. How am I? Okay. I'm telling her that you're asking me for this blessing, but look at what you have done with the blessings that I have already given you. I had a real one with Jocelyn. I've always had very straight up conversations with her. Hey, Mary Jane. So she got to working on her room, and I was doing my cleaning too. And, you know, I'm just peeking in her room. I'm not on her. Do this, do that, do that. No, we've had this conversation. I'm getting ready to see your work ethic. I'm noticing that she is sitting there. She's meticulously putting the dolls back together, all this stuff. She's cleaned up under the bed. She's, you know, doing all of these things. And towards the time and she kept asking me for Band-Aids for some weird reason, but she wasn't bleeding. She's got her trash bags outside of her door on one side, her Goodwill bag outside of the door on the other side. And I noticed what she's doing. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is because as a parent, you're the first God that your child knows. So you can relate this to when you're asking for a blessing from the universe. So I noticed that she was doing all of this work, all of this meticulous work. I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to go to the store. Because I saw that she worked her ass off for a few hours. So I went to the store and I got this thing that she asked. Not only did I give her the house, I got her a couple of dolls. I got her like 5 or 6 dolls, a baggie, a whole bunch of stuff. So when I came back home, she's like, Mommy, come and look at my room. Come and look at my room. She shows me this room that looks like she called in Martha Stewart behind my back. I go under her bed. There's nothing under her bed. I go in her closet. She has organized everything. I go through her drawer. Like, she shows me she's giving me the grand tour of her room. She has taken all of the laundry out of her drawers, reorganized them specifically, made labels, showed me that she put all of her dolls back together and even made a cast for one of her dolls who she couldn't get the arm back in. I said, okay, good job. Come to the car with me. Come downstairs. I got something for you. Matter of fact, don't come to the car. Sit down. I said, close your eyes. I walk in the door. I come through the door with this big Monster High house. All of these dolls and her eyes lit up. So not only did I bless her with what she asked for, because she prepared for her blessing, went well above and beyond, preparing for her blessing. And not only did she get what she asked for, she got above and beyond what she asked for. So, you want a soulmate or you want to attract a pure love into your life, you have to do some work. You have to do some real self-work. And if you're not willing to do the work for it, then you're not ready for that blessing at that time. It's okay, because it's very easy to go back in our life and go back over our shitty relationships and be like, they were this, they were this, they were that, they were that, they were this, they were that, they were this, they were that. But it is extremely difficult to do this. Keep that same energy and turn that around on yourself and take account for your part in those toxic relationships. You know what? I was really insecure about something. I did project those insecurities onto them. I did start fights and accuse them of looking at that other woman because I gained a couple of pounds and I wasn't feeling secure in myself. Damn, I did do that. Or I was in this relationship with this man that kept cheating on me. And, you know, nobody deserves to be cheated on. But at some point, the bullshit that you're dealing with from a person is your fault. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So even if it's just taking accountability for allowing a boundary of yours to be crossed, take accountability for it. This man I was with cheated on me 10 times with all of these different females. That man did what you allowed him to do because you didn't stand your ground and you didn't defend your boundary. So after the first time cheating on you, maybe the second time, that became your fault because you kept dealing with it. You have to do this self-work and go back in yourself, look at all of your ugliness, all of your toxic traits and behavior, and begin to heal those traumas and get over those insecurities, even if it's just an insecurity. You might not feel confident in how you look because your hair is getting gray, or because you have a little bit of quarantine cushion because you've been in lockdown for a year. You know, it happens. And you can have a man that worships the ground that you walk on, but if you're insecure in yourself and a pretty lady walks by, you'll start this whole fight because that irrational insecurity in you said he was just looking at that girl. He broke his neck to look at the girl. And he's looking straight ahead. And this is a man that tells you how beautiful you are every single day. But that insecurity is stopping you from receiving that this person actually does think that you're beautiful. This person actually was not paying attention to another woman. You are the most beautiful thing in the world to him, but that irrational insecurity that's in your mind is not allowing you to actually receive that. So you'll mess up this relationship because nobody is, I'm gonna be real honest, it is not another grown person's responsibility or job to coddle and help you through your insecurities. I feel the nerves getting struck because a lot of people might say, well, if they are the right person, then they'll help you get through those insecurities. That is true to a point. When it continues happening, no, it's not another grown person's job. And until you heal those insecurities and that trauma, all you're really going to do is damage somebody else because you're damaged. So, you want your soulmate. You want this pure love, this pure blissful love. You have to do the self-work. Take accountability for, whatever. It's no judgment. You have to do this shadow work. You need to clean your room, get all this mess up off the floor, get all the stuff from under the bed, address that boneyard and all of those skeletons in your closet. Clean your room. Some of you are not getting the blessings that you are asking the Creator for because your room is trashed. I want a good man that, okay, you're asking me for this, but the last man that you were with, you treated him like shit because he didn't make enough money for you. This man worshiped the ground that you walked on, but, and he had a job, but he didn't make six figures. Or this man I sent you worshiped the ground you walked on and you treated him like crap because he wasn't attractive. He had the money that you felt like he should be making, but he wasn't attractive, so you cheated on him. Look at what you have done with the blessings that I've already given you, and you messed them up. Now you asking me for something else? What you have to do is, like I said, get down in those trenches, get in that ugliness, address that ugliness, heal that trauma. And then you have to be specific and realistic about the type of partner that you want. And then you have to participate in self-love and self-care rituals. These things will begin to raise your vibration and align your vibration to what you're asking for. Because if you're in a low vibration and a low frequency, you are going to attract a low vibrational, low frequency person. Mind your mouth and your thoughts. Surround yourself with people that are in healthy relationships. If you're not in a relationship and you want a good relationship, you kikiing with your friend all the time about how men are nothing, men are dogs, men ain't about nothing. You're putting that out into the ether. So now all the universe is hearing is nothing, ain't shit, man. That's what she keep talking about. Here you go. It's not the universe's job to filter through what you actually don't want. Watch your words and watch your thoughts. So instead of sitting up and trashing men with your friends, why don't you get around your friends or your elders that are in healthy relationships? There are good men out here. There are good women out here. Your soulmate, your perfect one is out here. But instead of complaining about what you don't want and thinking about what you don't want and focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you do want. And this in turn will begin to raise your vibration to what you want, to attract that. That's the magic. That's the magic right there. Alchemizing that low frequency into something better in order to receive better. It's the same thing with lack mentality. Oh, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I don't even like speaking it as an example because that's putting it out there into the ether. I have everything I need. I have everything I want. I got it. I got it. And I can have whatever I like. And that's true, the true alchemy of manifestation. Whether it's I want a new car, I want a good partner, I want a new job. See, you did. And it took that shadow work to change that mentality. It took that shadow work. And that's good. I'm so happy for you, Renee, because I see the way Jay makes you glow. That's magic, girl. That is magic right there. So that's what I want to say about love spells. They're generally not a good idea because what you do comes back to you. When you're trying to mess with somebody's free will, at some point your free will will get hijacked. It will. What did we used to say when we were little? I'm gonna get my lick back. The universe is gonna get their lick back for you tampering with somebody's free will. So instead of trying to magic yourself a relationship, magic yourself. So that you become a beacon for the relationship that you want. Watch your words, watch your mouth, watch your thoughts. And instead, light a white candle and a pink candle. I love myself. I heal myself of all of this trauma. That thing that happened to me, I release the energy and the trauma that caused to my spirit. Please take this energy away from me and transmute it into something more useful. I'm getting ready to take this trauma of having my heart broken and I don't need that anymore. That doesn't serve me anymore. Goodbye. And it's going to come back to me 10 times fold as something better. I'm going to love myself. I love me. I'm worthy of the kind of love that I want. Know that you do deserve the kind of love that you want. You do. Know that you're worthy. It's very easy to say, I want me a man. But, you do deserve it. You just have to do the work to prepare yourself for this blessing. That's all you have to do. And once you do that, in turn, your energy will begin to rise. And then you'll become the beacon for that man or that woman that will treat you right, that will worship the ground you walk on, that will cater to you, that you're equally yoked with, that can stimulate you mentally as well as physically, that person that is very thoughtful and does all the things that you want. Write yourself a petition. Write yourself, these are the things that I want about a mate. Be thoughtful and be specific though. Don't go, I want a man that look like Idris Elba that makes $10 million a year, something that's attainable, because with the right person, you can make all of that other stuff happen. I will have a private Zoom session about how to, once you're in a healthy, functioning relationship with a person that you're equally yoked with, I will do a future video on sex magic, how to use magic once you're in the relationship with the right person for you all to manifest your desires, because that's going to be a whole other mind-blowing thing, because once I explain to you and break down the magic of what's in between your legs, it's going to be mind-blowing. But it'll also help some people, help you be more mindful about how you share your body and who you share your body with. But that's really all I have for today. Just prepare yourself for that blessing and you'll receive that blessing. The petition, that's what I missed. My brain farted for a second. Sorry. So when you're making your petition, Jane Smith, these are the things that I desire in a mate. I want them to be equally yoked. I want them to be into my witchy shit. I, want them to be able to have a good conversation. Now you go writing some stuff. I want a man that's crazy about me. Watch stuff like that, because you'll get a man that's crazy and then it'll end up being the thing that a Lifetime movie is made out of. So be mindful, be clear, and be thoughtful. Write it in present tense. I, Tiara Kennedy, I have a partner that I am absolutely blissfully in love with. He treats me kind. He treats my daughter kind. He da 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 da. He blah 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 blah. Read this out loud to yourself. When you write it in the present tense and read it out loud to yourself, and you'll start feeling different. And then do yourself a self-love. Write a love letter to yourself. Write a love letter to yourself. I love me. I am beautiful. I am healed from all of these past traumas. I am working through my insecurities. I am healed from my insecurities. I know that I am worthy. Self, I love you. Self, I am sorry for every time I allowed my boundary to get crossed. Read that out loud every day and you will start feeling a difference. And when you do those things, reach out to somebody like me. You need a spiritual bath, you need Reiki, that's fine. And if you have a more serious problem, there is no shame going to go seek a mental health professional. Work on you. Work on you. And I promise you'll begin to feel different. And when you have put in all of this self-work, I promise you, it will almost seem like the perfect person just fell out of the sky into your lap. That's the real magic. That's true love magic. True love magic and love spells begin with you. Not tampering with somebody else's free will. Not etherically raping somebody. That's the true love spell. Loving yourself. Caring for yourself. Healing your trauma. Working through your insecurities. Doing that self-work. Doing that shadow work. Knowing that you're worthy of what you're asking for. Putting in the work so that you can get what you're asking for. That's the true magic right there. So, that is all I have for today. I am going to do some other little etheric work, and enjoy this day. Don't forget, this is the last day for my 15% off sale. I am having a sale for 15% off of all of the merchandise. Go to www.mothersmedicinehealsall.com. If you, the Elder Tonic is on pre-order right now, but I have a batch that I am going to be shipping out this week. I have cards, crystals, all of those things for your spiritual needs. And if you use promo code ETHER15, ETHER15, all caps, use that promo code and get 15% off of your purchase. It is good through today. So check that out as well. I am going to go finish my day because I have a little bit of work to do, and then try and get this little piece of sunshine that's trying to come out. So until next time, be good to yourself, be good to everybody you meet. Love, peace, hair grease, crystals, and sunshine, and rainbows and butterflies.